Hello Taurus, welcome to Celestial Soul Tarot. We'll take a look into the energies here and see what's coming through for you. Right, as always, keep in mind that these readings are general, take only what resonates, and you may be interested in checking out your other placements with the other readings for additional messages, yeah? So we do have the Two of Pentacles that has jumped out. I'm going to put it back in the deck and shuffle, but with this energy here, this has everything to do with perhaps your financial situation or it's a physical reality type of energy with the Pentacles, right? So it's, maybe with your health or a job situation, your career path, right? It's decision making, it's back and forth. It's, should I invest in this? Should I invest in that, right? Investing in, for some of you, maybe it's the type of foods that you're going to eat. Am I going to buy more quality over something that's, frozen in a can, or, am I going to invest in learning something new, or I want to invest my money into something else, or I want to pay off my debt, or, do I want to change jobs? That sort of thing. It's something in regards to your physical, practical reality here. But it does come across as a juggling energy. So it doesn't, because the Pentacles are the slowest of all the energies, it's something that you've been kind of back and forth with for a period of time, and perhaps having a hard time deciding what you want to do, what you want to invest in, what you want to commit to, okay? So that's just a surface energy that showed up here, which would be part of your reading, but let's just take a look and see what we have coming through here for Taurus. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil, Two of Pentacles, there's the Ace. There's the 9. A lot of earth coming through here. A lot of earth. A couple aces here. Taurus. Wow. Look at that. Nice. Bottom of the deck. There we are. It's your energy with the Hierophant. Right? This has everything to do with commitment. Tradition. Right? It just kind of has a consensus energy where you're kind of, perhaps for some of you, where you're kind of in a situation where you're conforming to what everyone else is doing, right? So this is somebody who's not, although coming through here in regards to the near future, we do have the Tower. So if you've been in a situation like a commitment or a contract, or you've been conforming, or you've been doing the same thing over and over again, right? Very traditional type of energy. It comes across as a shattering or a breakthrough or epiphanies or something that's going to shift out of, like, it's a liberation energy, right? If you've been doing the same thing for a period of time, or in a commitment for a period of time, like a job situation or a career path, a lifestyle, with your health, a way of eating, with your finances, something's going to shift you out of that monotony, of that continuous energy. Right. So it doesn't come across perhaps as like, I'm going to quit or I'm going to leave my partner. No, I'm not picking up on that. Although, some of the energies could possibly see that. We're going to actually do a rune casting to dig a little bit deeper, because I feel like there's something here beneath the surface that we're not actually seeing, right? Which is why the runes really help to illuminate more of what's hidden. So what do we have coming in for Taurus? Yeah, Fehu. Money's on the mind here. Money, your health, right? Focused on your stability, your security, clearly, with these energies coming through here. Right, so yeah, let's take a look at the recent past here for some context. And like I mentioned with the Two of Pentacles before, it's back and forth. It's a slow decision on your part. And what we have here is justice energy, right? This has everything to do with relationships, connections. Maybe it's a contract. This is about being truthful and honest with yourself about what you want, the integrity, right? Having balanced relationships. And for some of you, maybe it's equal energy, right? Because again, the twos come across as a balance, trying to create some equality energy is coming in. Perhaps even in regards to, again, relationship energy. So, and with the Pentacles involved, like I said, this could be a relationship situation under a marriage, especially with Justice and the Hierophant, or a work situation here, okay? And with Feihu here, it looks like you have money. There's a lot of growth. You're doing okay for yourself, right? So you're able to pay your bills and buy your food and so on and so forth, right? So it comes across as an investment energy, or what am I going to do with my money? How am I going to spend my money? You know, for some of you here, it has everything to do with the work and perhaps an imbalanced energy with a working situation or a relationship where, again, somebody could be doing more work than the other. Like I said, there is an imbalance or equality that you're trying to create here, right? And so for some of you, it's like, well, I'm putting more effort into this. Maybe I'm going to start putting more effort into that. Like maybe for some of you, as an example, one of these pentacles, it's like, well, I'm putting in overtime and I'm putting in effort and I'm putting in evenings and weekends, but I can't do that anymore because I need to spend more time with my home, with my family, you know, focusing on what I want to do, right? Investing in my health, hitting the gym, right? Whatever this is, right? To kind of rebalance your life in some way, shape, or form, right? But you also, it's not just about you, it's about the other. So there's an energy here around creating a situation around balance and your finances, and the sense that there's a lot of potential here around an opportunity to grow again, to become something more than it originally is, right? But it's all based in your initial investment in what you deem to be valuable, right? So what's valuable to you? For some people, spending a lot of time at work is more valuable than spending their time with their kids and their family. Some people just want to rake in the money and other people don't. You know what I mean? There could be, or some people are interested in, I'm going to go to the coffee shop and then I'm going to grab that donut, then I'm going to grab a burger at lunch and, you know, maybe you're going to reinvest in your health, bring your health back into balance. Well, I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to start getting salads. I'm going to start eating making my own food, invested in making my own food instead of going out for lunch and going out for supper and ordering in, right? So it comes down to a situation here where you're starting to break free from something that you have been fixed, right? Taurus is a fixed energy. Earth, you know, it's fixed, but I mean, then you also have Virgo, which is mutable. Then you have Capricorn, which is cardinal, right? So, but again, I'm talking about your energy here. The Hierophant, it's fixed energy. So for some of you, you're kind of, it feels like a breaking free or liberation out of a situation that you've always been doing. And it comes across as a habit, an old habit. I just keep doing this. I buy coffee every morning, then I buy myself lunch, and then I order something for supper, right? But how's your health? Is it in balance, right? That sort of thing. So this is what I'm trying to get across here, okay? And again, this reading won't be for everyone, but this is what's coming through in these energies, right? So it's really taking a good hard look at what's out of balance in your life in some way, shape, or form in this practical physical reality. Whether you're putting more time and effort into a job and maybe you have a coworker who's not. Well, maybe they have to pick up the slack. You know, no more getting the easy way out. Maybe you have to contact HR, have that conversation and say, listen, I'm putting in all the work. The other person isn't. What are you going to do about it? Please help, you know, so that you can create balance in your life, that sort of thing. You got to have these questions. You got to make these decisions. You got to communicate as well with justice, right? So bring the truth to the surface so people know what's going on, right? So what we have now with a couple of aces, beautiful energies, potential, strong potential for a new beginning here. And it comes across as an energy of you're not happy, right? We have Rune Merkste, which is the rune of joy in the reverse position. So clearly you're not happy with a past situation in regards to the investment, the time, the commitment that you've put into something, or a variety of things, okay? So because you're unhappy, you want to create some balance here. And again, it comes across as a possible relationship sewage situation, or maybe this is just coming in back into balance again within yourself, within your health. What do I want to put money into? Maybe I want to learn something new. Maybe I want to change career paths. Maybe I want to go back to school, right? But you're unhappy. You see the potential of something new. It's kind of lighting you back up. You're getting excited about it, right? And so this is really pushing you into a new direction. And it kind of feels like a redirection energy, okay? So like it doesn't come across as somebody here, I'm going to quit my job. Like I said, I'm going to leave my partner. No, that's not what I'm getting here. I just feel like the energy has to get reworked. And what are you going to invest your time and your energy and your effort into? And it does feel like there's a new pathway, something that's exciting, something that's new, right? And that's something that you want to follow because, again, like I said, some of you are clearly, could be like in an energy of melancholy or like a depression or just really feeling sad all the time because something's not working in the past here, right? Although the money's, you're, like I said, your financial situation is looking good, but that's a facade, right? What's happening on the inside? How are you really feeling about the situation in general? What's going on, right? So when you dig a little bit deeper, you're realizing there's an imbalance here, trying to refigure that out for yourself, right? So it comes up to needing to have a plan and get organized and figure this out. Limiting yourself, limiting the amount of money that you're spending, maybe having a budget, maybe, grabbing one coffee a couple times a week and grabbing lunch, once or twice a week, or getting delivery once a week, or instead of every day, something like that, or working overtime once or twice if you need to in a month, if you're doing that like a daily thing, especially if you have somebody that you're working with that takes the easy way out and is a clock watcher, in and out, so it's these types of things that you need to either communicate this to somebody. Like I said, there's decisions that need to be made here, decisions within yourself about this direction that you want to take your life to bring some sort of balance, right? And light that fire back up, right? So it comes across as like feeling alive again, okay? So what we have now coming into the near future, like I said, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower, is like a reawakening or a breakthrough. The epiphanies, you're getting clarity, you're getting answers, right? This is the Rune of Fire and Light. This really reminds me of this Ace of Wands energy. All kinds of creativity, potential, inspiration, information, guidance you might be getting, right? To create a sense of upheaval and change and demolish what's not working, to break down the barriers, to break down the walls, to bring to light the truth, to communicate the fact that you're doing all the work and somebody else isn't, to communicate the fact that, maybe you need to take some more time off. Maybe you've been putting in too much effort at work. Maybe you need to spend more time with your family, right? Because the Nine of Pentacles here, like it says, you're flourishing, you're doing fine with your financial situation. This is an energy that attracts, okay? And I mean, this is independent energy, but you can be in marriage, but this is someone who makes their own money. They call the shots. What are you going to do with the money that you're making? Right? So with this energy, Nine of Pentacles, I mean, you could be out, like I said, grabbing your coffee and buying your shoes online or, whatever. But again, this can be someone who likes to spend money as fast as it's coming in. So what I'm picking up here in the future is there's an upheaval around how you're spending your money, right? There's a new potential, a new way, spending your time, spending your effort, your energy. What are you focused on? Your health for the long term, focused on a work situation. Maybe you love your career, but you can't spend all your time at work. You got to spend some time at home, right? And maybe some of you are able to work from home, right? That's not everyone is able to do that, right? Maybe for some of you here, it has everything to do with limiting the amount of money that you're spending. Sure, you're doing pretty good, but it also comes across as, look at how much money I'm saving that I can buy and invest in these other types of things in my life. If I were to cut back on this random type of spending, maybe some of you have been doing in the past here, right? So, or, I mean, like I said, spending too much time at a job. Again, this is someone who's very confident, hardworking, self-sufficient, right? They don't need micromanaging. This is somebody who can work on their own independently, right? And so for some of you here, it's like you're able to do that. If you have somebody who's continually not putting in the work and effort, right? It comes across as the fact, well, something has to change here if you're spending a lot of time working and you're the only one doing the job or most of the work, and you have somebody, like I said, is clock watching or is taking the easy way out, right? You're always getting some sort of pushback here for some of you, right? So again, for some of you, it comes across as needing to either you're getting clarity and you're getting answers in regards to what you need to change and how maybe you're spending your money or how you're eating and how you can get healthier or how you can limit certain things in your life, limit the amount of time and energy you're spending at work or whatever, right? And invest in yourself, invest in skills. Maybe invest in a hobby, could be the Ace of Wands and cannots, right? So maybe there's a hobby, something that makes you happy, something that feels good, so you're not overly invested in a work situation, although some of you love what you do. Maybe you're single and you don't have a family and it's just you. Well, then maybe there's a hobby, there's something else you like to do. Do that as well, right? So again, there's balance in your life that needs to happen. But for some of you, this could be information that you need to speak. Bringing me back here to justice, something needs to be said to somebody to bring them clarity, to give them the truth, to give them the answers of something perhaps that they were completely unaware of and are shocked as to, I didn't know you were doing all the work. I didn't know you were putting in all the effort. I thought that other person was helping you. Well, no. Well, then there's an upheaval here. You have to say something. I mean, I don't know if this other person could suddenly get let go. There's an upheaval here. That's possible. Right? I can also see, like I said, it's an upheaval in regards to a way of doing things, a way of investing, a habit, making some major changes, right? But I feel that you're still going to be working where you are. You're still going to be living with, where you are. You're going to be doing, what you've always been doing, but in a different way, perhaps in a healthier way, reinvesting your money in a different area or limiting the amount of spending. Right, just to kind of bring some balance in your life is what's coming through here. Okay, let's just dig a little bit deeper. I'm just going to take a look here. Final messages. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups. I mean, clearly I don't think I need to look a little bit deeper, but it comes across pretty clear here. But why not? There's a lot of emotion here coming through with the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the King. And then we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, right? So 3 aces, the Pentacles, Wands, and also the Cups, right? So here's the thing with these energies. It's like, it's an emotional realignment. What feels good to you? What makes you happy? Because clearly you're not happy in a situation. It's completely out of balance in some ways. Your health is out of balance. Your work, home, family life is out of balance. A work situation is out of balance. Maybe it's a marriage situation that's out of balance, right? I mean, there's something here that's not working, and it may be in a habit of doing things, and you're stuck in a habit of doing things here that's fixed energy. Let's shake it up. Let's make it different. Let's do something new, right? So again, in the past here with the Six of Cups, it's like you're just trying to create some sort of balance around a situation. Maybe for some of you it's siblings. Maybe for some of you it has everything to do with the family situation, or it has everything in regards to how things used to be in the past, where it was balanced and you were getting along and you were fitting in and maybe you were feeling welcome. Or for some of you, and especially in regards to your health, right? Getting yourself back to a healthy place where maybe you were in the past, right? Man, I used to hit the gym, and man, I used to eat so good, and I used to not spend so much time at work. I was spending more time doing this hobby that I really enjoyed, right? What you used to do in the past here, what makes you feel good, do that, right? I mean, maybe for some of you, like I said, with Justice, an HR individual, you need to communicate that with this individual. There could be a lot of emotion here in regards to the fact that you're doing all the work, right? This other person needs to step it up, right? So this could be like an emotional type of communication that's coming through here. Right? And it just feels like you're putting a lot of effort and time into this, and it feels like there's a lot of growth, and this is somebody who's very focused on doing good work, right? Very productive, like hardworking, focused. Like I said, it's somebody who's good at what they do, right? But there's a lot of people who just, want to ease their way in, get that paycheck, and then they're out the door, right? So not everyone is hardworking like Taurus, or some strong Taurus energy in their chart, right? A lot of people like to take the easy way out, unfortunately, okay? So it's these types of things that need to be addressed, right? So now, like I said, the Page of Cups here is somebody who's opening themselves up. Okay, let's do this. I'm not happy. You're going to start communicating this, right? Whether this is within yourself or whether this is with some other people, right? You're going to get back out there. You're going to minimize. The pages are smaller in size. So sure, maybe you want to get that coffee. Maybe it's smaller, or it's a fewer type of energy, right? It's minimal. So you're going to limit. It's a limiting energy from what I'm picking up in regards to the amount of money or the time or the energy or the effort that you're giving to a situation so that you can create some balance in your life in some way, right? So maybe getting a smaller coffee instead of the big one, maybe limiting yourself, like I said, to a couple lunches a week and start making more of them. Maybe some of you are going to start drinking more water and limiting the amount of money you're spending on other things, right? That kind of energy, like it's limiting, you're only putting in a small amount of something or effort into this in order for you to come back into balance, right? So if you were to stop working so much overtime, you're going to have somebody else who's going to need to step up to the plate to fill in the blanks, to fill it in order for like a project to be finished, so to speak, right? That's what I'm coming across here. And then, yeah, King of Cups energy, right? Feeling happy, fulfilled, connected, loving what you do. Again, like I said, you're going to stay in your marriage, you're staying with your partner, you're going to stay in your career path, you have your job. That's not the issue here. The issue is what you're doing with your time, your energy, and your effort. And if something's out of balance, you have to say something. You have to bring the truth to the light and explain that to create some change in your life. Or you're the one who's going to get a breakthrough or an epiphany to be like, this is what I need to do to be happy and fulfilled. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Taurus. I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you found this reading helpful.